Hello everyone, this is Salman Suro here and welcome to today's webinar where I'll be sharing you the secrets on how do you read books, emails, technical documents much faster with greater comprehension and not get bored or distracted. I'm just so excited to share everything to you today itself. Yes. But before we move further, I really want to take the time to thank you. Yes, to thank you for sitting down for this webinar. Yes, and I'll tell you, I'll do everything in my power to make sure your time is well spent. Yes. Now that you're already over here, let me go ahead and share you the bold promise. Yes. By the end of today's webinar, this is what you will be able to achieve. Yes. You will stop to feel overwhelmed whenever you read a fact-sized book or a document. Yes. Whenever a document of fact size is given to you, there's no more saying, oh my God, but you will accept it with ease because you're going to learn some powerful strategies today itself. The next thing, even if you're a non-reader who hates to read books, even if you're a reader who happens to read quite often, you will discover some powerful strategies, some powerful tools which will really help you to get back into reading with great enjoyment and with greater focus. Yes. How's that for staying down for this webinar, guys? Pretty cool? Awesome. So now I want to tell you, why is this webinar completely different? Why is this teaching completely different from any of your previous webinars or sessions you must have attended? I'll tell you why. Because there's no theory. Yes, no theory will be shared to you. Whatever I'm teaching you today is coming from a practitioner who has been practicing on myself as well as thousands of other busy professionals. Yes, not only in India, but across 7 countries who have been able to see themselves improve their reading skills by just following these strategies, which I will be sharing to you today itself. Yes. Now you might be thinking, so for whom is this webinar for? Let me go ahead and answer that. This webinar is for team leads, managers, consultants who really want to learn new emerging technologies faster, who want to finish those certifications and climb up their career much faster. In short, who are really hungry to move up in their career. Yes, this webinar is for them. Next, this webinar is for CEOs, directors, busy professionals who really want to read more magazines, who have a desire to read more books this year so that they can solve real-time problems and start up some new projects which they're really passionate about. This is for them. And lastly, this webinar is for those people who truly believe the more I read, the more I earn. The more I earn in form of respect, the more I earn in the form of promotion, in the form of financial growth, whatever it is. In short, who are really hungry to move on, just like Les Brown says. And for those people who are really serious, who are hungry for growth, who are hungry to improve their reading skill, and who stay till the end, I want to give you my most popular report, the 11 wrong reading habits. Yes, by just following these teachings in this report, avoiding the mistakes which most average people do when it comes to reading, you will be able to see yourself increase 20% in your reading speed. Yes, by just avoiding those mistakes, guys. This report is worth about 2,000 rupees, and I'm giving it to you for free, only if you stay till the end. Yes. So now that you got to know what I'm going to offer, how practical it is, let me go ahead and share you the secrets which I'm going to share you today itself. Secret number 1, the fast reading reality. How reading faster builds better comprehension. If you're with the mindset that I can't understand when I'm reading faster, I'll be sharing you and proving to you with facts that you can definitely understand much better as you read faster. Yes. Next secret, the reading hack. How can you actively read for value? While most people happen to read just to gain knowledge, how can you change that knowledge into practical strategies for your own growth? That's how I'll be sharing, because that's a formula which I want to give to you so that you can apply any book, any document you happen to read. Are you excited with this, guys? Because I'm just so excited. The next secret is stop information overload. Yes. No more saying, oh my God, I've got to read so much. But how do you absorb, accept that information with ease? I'll be showing you a step process which will definitely help you to capture that beneficial information and put into action immediately, guys. Are you excited, guys? Wow, this is something which I'm going to share with you today itself. Wow, I see a lot of you joining in over here right now, guys. I'm Saud Mansoor. Most people know me as an author of the ebook Read Faster Now, as well as a transformational speed reading coach who has helped busy professionals master new technologies, new platforms, help them to read books. I've been blessed to work with clients from top corporate companies like Infosys, Goldman Sachs, Flipkart, name it, and you will have one of my clients from that company. But what people do not know is that I too was a slow reader. Yes. Who hated to read books. That's the reality, guys. But with that said, guys, I'll be honest. I never felt the need to improve my reading skill. Yes. Never did I feel that I had to read books after graduation. Because I moved to the US, did my MBA over there, and got myself placed in the top fortune companies like Medtronic, L'Oreal. Life was going on really good for me until on March 2013, I got a shocker. You know what? I found out that my job contract would not get extended. Shocked with this news, I was completely stressed out. And the only thing in my mind which I was thinking was, how will I pay the bills? How will I pay my car EMI? How will I pay my home rent if I do not have this job? And that was going in my mind, circling in my mind during those days, guys. And the only way I could do was find a new project so that I could get my finances straight. And for that, I had to upgrade my technical skills. That was the only way I could get into any project at that time. You know what, guys? In life, when you're forced to do something which you really do not want to do, it's hard, right? Yeah. I'm sure you must have gone through that. Depressed, angry state. And guess what? I too was in that state. I really did not want to learn anything new. Any new technology, my brain was like, oh my God, no. But I had no options. I had to learn SAP Warehouse Management. I remember that day where I opened that book and I'm reading SAP Warehouse Management and nothing was going inside my brain. All I was thinking was, what if I don't get this project? How will I pay my bills? What will happen to my future? That was just happening. In those dark moments of my life, something really amazing happened. I found out a powerful reading skill called as speed reading. Yes. Just like how you came to this webinar through a Facebook ad, through an email, I got to know about speed reading through Google. Yes. This reading skill completely transformed me. My dark days became much, much easier for me. Because this not only helped me to learn speed reading much faster, but it also helped me to grab that project. And eventually, my contract got extended from a 3-month to 1-year contract. Yes. It became a lifeline support for me. Because not only was I thriving in my company, I was thriving. I was growing every day. It gave me more and more confidence because I was ready to take up new projects as long as they were new books, PDF files, reports, forums. which I could read faster, I was completely confident that I could take up that project. That's what it gave to me. And it helped me to move from a consultant to a team lead in matter of 17 months. This was a game changer for me, guys. And that's the reason I'm so passionate about this. And I want to share you how I did that. What are the strategies? Because this completely break open all my reading barriers and help me to grow much, much faster compared to my colleagues, guys. And I'll tell you one thing. Because of that, I became more serious and I started coaching other people, conducting seminars, workshops, so that I can help more other people. With that said, if you have this question in your mind right now, what is Sal talking about? Speed reading? What is that? If this is your question, I'll definitely answer this. And if you have this question too, because I often get this question immediately when I say about my story, how is it different from traditional reading, which I have learned from my academy? If this is your question, if these are your questions, guys, let me go ahead and answer them. What is speed reading? Speed reading is a collection of techniques which help you to read streams of words in the most efficient manner. In short, it helps you to understand faster in lesser time. Yes. I'll give you a question now. Do you get paid to read emails, documents, or PDF file at work, guys? Let me be very honest. Do you get paid? The answer is no. You get paid to solve problems. And today problems appear in the form of emails, documents, PDF files, SMS. Isn't that true, guys? And I want to help you to cut down that reading time, cut down that email reading time, cut down that PDF reading time, cut down whatever reading material you are reading, cut down that reading time to half so that you get more strategy time to think about solutions. Because that's when you, my friend, get recognized. Yes. That's when you start thinking about solutions. How do I solve? Whom do I approach? All that comes in your mind. And that's when people start to see you as you present in the board meetings, as you present the solutions to your clients as an expert. And that helps you to take more responsibilities and open more doors for you to promote your own self. Yes. And that is what I really want to help you achieve. The next question. So what's different between speed reading and traditional reading? Well, let me tell you. Most people, when they happen to read, they find it hard to concentrate. Isn't that true, guys? And most of the time when they start to read, they happen to waste their time in distraction, in mind wandering into multiple thoughts. Isn't that true, guys? And lastly, they easily get bored after reading few pages. Tell me, isn't that true, guys? Well, what speed reading does is it overcomes all these challenges and helps you to download decades of beneficial knowledge in matter of few hours, in matter of few days. Yes, this is how powerful speed reading is, guys. And the next thing is the best part. It helps you to build a two-way communication with the book, with that document, resulting in more engagement, more enjoyment. Just like the same experience when you're having a one-on-one conversation with your boss or one-on-one conversation with anyone. That's the same feeling you get when you adopt the speed reading strategies. And lastly, it helps you to get yourself hooked into that book, whether it's a boring topic or whether it's an interesting topic for you. It helps you to finish it off in just that deadline which you have put for yourself. Yes, that's how powerful this speed reading tool is for you, which I'm going to share with you guys. Now, the best part is, I'll tell you with great honesty, speed reading is not a luxury. It is a necessity for everyone who have big goals in life to achieve. Yes, this is for them. And the best part is it's a learnable as well as a trainable skill. No matter how busy you are, no matter how old you are, you can definitely learn this. It's so easy. And it takes only 20 minutes a day to get into it. Yes. And I'll be sharing with you how you can go in much depth at the end of this webinar. I'll give you a chance, in fact, if you want to move up much, much faster. With that said, are you excited to get to know what am I going to teach? Those 3 secrets, which I promised you guys. Secret number 1, the fast reading reality, how reading faster builds better comprehension. All right, guys. So before I move further, let me ask you this question. Do you feel that you won't understand if you read faster? Tell me honestly, guys. Do you feel that? If yes, go and type in the chat box. Let me hear your truth. Okay, all right. I see quite a few typing yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, a lot of yeses are coming up. Wow. Guys, what if I can help you to change this mindset and make you start believing that yes, you can understand much better when you read faster? Will that be worth listening to this webinar? Type in yes or yes. Awesome, awesome. So for this, I want to introduce you to a reading activity. What I want you to do is, as I begin to read, I want you to evaluate 2 things. First, am I able to comprehend better? That's what I want you to go through. The second, are you enjoying this reading process? So as I read, I want you to test these 2 things as I'm reading. Perfect? Okay. So let's start with the slow reading activity. So what we do over here, I will be reading from this book, The Professional, written by Subrata Bakshi, and I'll be reading slowly. And let's see, are you able to get the comprehension? Is that cool? All right. So let me start. I started working when I was barely 19. That a good 3 decades ago. Stop. Now tell me, guys, did you enjoy listening to this reading? Were you able to get the comprehension? Type in, guys. To be honest, I really did not enjoy it. I got a little bit of broken comprehension, but I just didn't want, internally, I didn't want to read it further. That was the thing which was going on in my mind. Was it the same thing at your side? Your comments are saying it, yes. Now, what I'll do over here is I want to change this slow reading into fast reading. And let's test it out. Are we enjoying better? Is the comprehension much better compared to this reading? That's what I want you to do. So here we go. I'll go into the second activity. That's the fast reading activity. So here we go. One cannot be a great professional unless one masters time. This is not a book on the time management. There are countless books on that subject. While you should read some more, I do not believe that you cannot learn to master time by simply reading, but the ideas like learning to identify what is urgent and what is important. So please go ahead and make sure you value time. Stop. How is it? Were you able to comprehend better now? It talked about time management. Isn't that true? To become a good professional, you have to value time. That was the key message. I was able to get that, but previously it was hard. It was broken. Let me tell you, our human brain is designed in such a way which really loves to work at speed. That's how we're designed. Just because we have tried to read faster some long years back and we could not understand, we have concluded that we cannot understand when we read faster and have chosen to read slowly, word by word. Just how it was taught in our school days. Isn't that true, guys? And I'm here to tell you that it's about time we change that and start to believe that yes, I can understand better when I read fast. You got the experience, you got the comprehension, there was more engagement. This is what I want you to believe. So, guys, are you excited with the new self-discovery which you yourself did right now? Believing in this. Reading faster definitely works. Let me talk about Mr. Siddesh. Siddesh is pursuing law, and he also did not believe speed reading works, to be very honest. Listen to what he had to say. Being an advocate, having to read heavy contents like case laws daily, I was doubtful if speed reading would really help me. But once I started applying speed reading techniques, I was amazed to see myself, how quickly I was able to comprehend law books, reported judgments in less than my usual time. This is a powerful skill for every profession. Yes, speed reading really works miracles, guys. It works for every profession. We have tested with doctors, with lawyers, with teachers, with journalists. Everyone has got results. And so can you, once you apply the right strategies to see and experience results. So guys, the first secret was the fast reading reality. How reading faster builds better comprehension. Was that really exciting, guys? Go and type in the chat box, guys. All right, good. Thank you. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your comments. So let's go ahead with the second secret, the reading hack. How to actively read for value. Yes. But before I go further, let me ask you this question. Why do most people read books? And I just saw the answer right now from your chat box. Most people happen to read just to gain knowledge. Isn't that true, guys? I see four of you have already mentioned gain knowledge. And yes, that is how most people believe. But after researching how successful people read, I found something different. Successful people, I'm talking about top successful people like Bill Gates, Tony Robbins, they read to implement. Yes. That's why they read. They know if I don't take action, I will not get results. It's waste of my time. They see reading as an investment. Just like investment, if you don't work on it, you will not get profits. So to get this more clear and get more clarity in your mind, let me give you an example. When you go for shopping, what is the mindset you have? You want to buy something really good, right? You want to buy something new. You want to buy something which really fits and which is on. When it's on you, you feel good. You walk with confidence. You see yourself in the mirror with that new shirt or the trouser, and you smile at yourself. And it should be within your budget. You have all these criteria, right? When you go for shopping. In fact, these are the same mindset I develop, I practice when I go ahead and read books. You know what that is? Whenever I'm reading books, it's like shopping for new powerful ideas. I'm shopping for those ideas. When I apply, I start feeling good. My mind just opens up. I start speaking confidently. And I feel a growth in me. Just the way I go for shopping, I put on that shirt, I feel good about myself. I walk confidently. The same experience I want to get when I am reading. I don't want to read books just to feel good that I'm learning something new. No, 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 no. I'm looking for that powerful idea, that new thing which opens up my mind like, wow. And that's when I'm thinking, how do I apply that in my life to get the same experience? That is the mindset which I'm looking for, guys. When you are reading, you are always looking for what is that wow factor. Not for okay ideas, the big wow powerful idea. That is what I want you to adopt. Let me talk about Mr. Deepak over here. Deepak had a really great experience just by attending a webinar just like this, like how you are attending. And this is what, after a few months, I guess, he wrote this to me. Reading hack saved a lot of my money. Before I bought a lot of books just to feel good that I'm gaining some knowledge, but had no intentions of really applying, resulting of stacks of books never opened after the initial purchase. Yeah. But now I'm able to finish reading fewer books with more implementation. Wow. How many of you can relate to him, guys? How many of you have stack of books unread? You have read 2-3 chapters and then that's it. Not able to really apply why did you buy that book in the first case. Yeah. Do you want to get these kind of results like Deepak got? True, right? Everyone wants to get it. And this is what I want to help more people to achieve this by just changing the mindset when you look at books and seeing them as an investment for your personal and professional growth. Yeah. So this was the secret number 2, the reading hack. How to actively read for value rather than just read to gain knowledge. Secret number 3, the stop information overload. How to read with ease. Let me ask you this question. Do you avoid to read fact-sized books, documents? Let's be very honest, guys. I want you to type in yes in the chat box if you happen to avoid. Or even if you happen to check the size of that book, the document, the first thing you do when it's given to you. If this is something which you have been doing, let's be honest and type in yes. All right. Even before I said, I am seeing a lot of you saying yes, yes, yes. Wow. And today I want to share you a reality, a powerful formula which can help you to avoid getting overwhelmed. Guys, every book or a document, whether it's a 50 page, whether it's an 800 pages, every document follows the 80-20 rule. Yes. So what's this 80-20 rule? 80%. The 80% of the book consists of fillers. Yes, let me repeat it. The 80% of the book consists of fillers. And what are these fillers? These fillers are stories, repetitions, unimportant stuff which you already know, which you have learned through your experience. That is what the 80% constitutes of. While the rest 20% is the main reason why you picked up that book or the document to read. The important stuff where one needs to concentrate more. The important stuff when one decided to buy that book. That is what one needs to concentrate. So now you might have a question. Why do you have this 80%? Being an author myself, I tell you, the book needs to be understood by different age groups, different backgrounds. And that's the reason the author has to include examples, stories, repetition, so that his main 20% is clearer in that person's mind. And that's the reason why an author has to add on those fillers. With that said, guys, let me give you a secret sauce, which will really help you to ease off. And what is that? This is, as I told you, it's just 20% of the total number of pages you need to concentrate. So for example, if the book has 400 pages, you just need to concentrate on the 20% of that 400. That's just 80 pages and not 320 pages. How is that? Does that really help you guys? I'm sure it does, because this is the 80-20 rule, which has been working tremendously in every area. Why not we apply this rule in our books? Interesting, right? So here's the secret number 3, the stop information overload. How to read with ease. Yeah. So today you found out some 3 powerful secrets, guys. Secret number 1, the fast reading reality. How you can start to understand more, better as you read. Next, secret number 2, the reading hack. How do you actively read to read for value? Rather than just read to gain knowledge, you've got to know, how do I put my mindset when I approach a book? And lastly, how can I read with ease, not get overwhelmed with the size of that book, the number of pages? No anymore. Do you get some great value for your time, guys? Awesome. I have a question. If you really want to move to the next level, get speed reading into your system so that you can read more in lesser time, so that you can read one book in 1 week. If that is something which really excites you further,